Hello, Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching. Welcome back to Don't You Forget About Me. I regret the name of this already. Right, as I said, I would be back after we've played our previous fixtures. We lost 1-0 to Chelsea. Unfortunate result. They deserved the result, but we had a couple of chances. We then luckily edged out York from League One in the League Cup before going down 3-1 to Liverpool. We were 1-0 up, but then this Awadi guy, who is not very good, scored a 8-minute hat trick in the second half, and ended up giving them the win, which is annoying. And then we were smashed 4-1 at home by Arsenal. At one point it was 2-1, but they came back and just pushed us. I mean, again, look, we're this season, at least from the results that we've had so far against the big teams, we've lost all the ones that we've had, but the statistics of the games are much better. So we're starting to be a bit more equal with them. It's just that our finishing has not been great, and in the Arsenal game, 2 or 3 defensive slips really hurt us. So, with that in mind, we're now going to play Newcastle, and I was going to say Charlton, but we have drawn Arsenal in the League Cup third round. So we get to repeat that as well in 3 days' time. First off, let's try and get ourselves a win against Newcastle. If the game will speed up and do it properly, yeah, let's go. Right, now, we need to make some changes defensively. Howard was appalling in the last game, so we're going to take him off. Novotny is going to come in to the squad. There, that's how we're going to do it. And Olkvist has been complaining about not starting, but he's not as good. So what do you do with that? Danels didn't do great in the last game, so I'm going to take him off, and I'm going to bring on Luizinho onto the bench. Right. Defence is clearly where we're struggling. We seem to have sorted out the midfield. The issue now appears to lie in our centre backs. So let's see if we can fix that today. Come on then, Swindon. Let's try and win for us, please. I'm going to move my microphone. Beckham scores, but he's offside. That's annoying. It's a nice sunny afternoon here in Poland on a Sunday. Has been slightly ruined my morning by the fact that our poor run of form, particularly considering, as I said, we weren't exactly completely dominated, but we lost, particularly the Liverpool game and the Arsenal game, we lost comfortably in the end. Newcastle nearly score, but it's okay, we clear. Spectacular drive. That is surely offside. Sedlacek there. No, whatever. He fouled. Like, for example, we gave away a penalty as well in the Arsenal game, and there was no reason to. We had two. It was here. We had 2 players going to their man. We cleared the ball, and then we were starting to break, and then the guy just took out the defender. It was ridiculous. Took out the Arsenal striker. Luckily, they missed it. Otherwise, we'd have lost 5-1, which would have been harsh. You can hear Masha wandering around in the background. Okay, now Gaynor with the corner. Oh, we are so bad from corners. We score so few goals. Right, Horak to Boras. He misses. That's fine. It's been a fairly even game so far. Oh, no, it's not. Apparently. Come on, guys. Let's try a bit. Yeah, okay, Wilmot now. Starting to unleash himself. Oh, he's gone past 2. Gillich. Oh, he's just about snuck that in. I mean, 1 goal from 1 shot on target. We'll take it, but we need to be a bit more assertive in the midfield and in defence, and be a bit more calm, because we're still being overrun. Sabic to Piper and to Dooley. Dooley noted. Shehu, are we gonna break away and score again? Beckham out to Gaynor. Gaynor got his first Ireland goal recently. Oh, he hit the post. And it's gone out for a goal kick. So we're looking quite dangerous on the counter-attack here. Beckham, no, doesn't get there. And Horak, fucking hell. Okay. Sorry about the swearing. we're easily done by simple balls through the middle. That's just what it seems to be. Like it happens a lot, and it's annoying. And I guess it's a pace issue, or maybe like a kind of agility. I'm not really sure, but whatever it means, it means that they are very slow at turning around and running after the ball. So yeah, I guess pace and acceleration. It hurts us. Now then, we have another corner, 33 minutes in. It's been a little bit more. Oh, yes, we finally do score from a corner, having moaned that we never do. Neil Brookfield scores. So we are now 2-0 up. They say they're sinking without a trace, but they're... Oh, no, okay, we've kind of come into a little bit more in the recent... in the sort of second... Since we scored the goal, we've come back into the game a bit more. That's nice, and we're 2-0 up. At least we're doing what I said in the first video where we played Forest Green. I said I wanted to have... the team be more dominant against the weaker sides in the Premier League, and so far that's bearing out in that we seem to be on the course to beat both the teams we were expecting to beat, and lost narrowly, and well, not really narrowly, but performed well against the stronger teams. That's where I wanted us to be this season. So hopefully that can continue. What is it with clean sheets, man? What happened there? What was so poor that... Come on. I want to see the replay. That was very poor. Oh, come on, game. So look, the ball comes in. No one's on him. Who's not on him? McFerrin. Bobby McFerrin. Annoying. Right, well, I'm not going to just haul him off, obviously, but I'm also not... I'm going to hopefully, so long as he can continue to play well for the rest of the game, he'll get a chance to play in the next game as well. Becken's finishing. He's very good, but he does do a lot of hitting it at the keeper. I don't know if that's a composure thing, or maybe just that he would be better if he had better finishing. Possibly that. But yeah, he does have a habit of tapping it against the goalkeeper's face. And it's annoying. Here we go. Becken. Okay, he scored that time. Lovely stuff. Head on from Wilmot onto Becken. That's a League 2 goal. Goal kick. Header on. Tap past the goalkeeper. Yes, please. 3-1. That's making us feel a lot more comfortable after 5 games. Huddersfield and Wolves are doing very badly. Newcastle are in the bottom 3. This is why the Liverpool game was so frustrating. It's because they're so poor this season. They've started off very badly, and yet we conceded 3 of their 4 goals because that one striker had a sensational 10-minute spell. He's just not very good generally. Like, I looked at his... I assumed because he'd done so well that he must be like some kind of legend, really, really good striker because his finishing was unbelievable. But then I looked, and his record last season was poor. He's not very good. He just had one of those games against us. Gaynor. Now... Bourgeau, Pelletier, Gaynor. Come on, this is nice. This is a bit more calm, collected. Becken's now on the ball again. He must put it across. Gaynor, oh, great effort. Lovely bit of work to football down the left. Gaynor crosses. Could we have another? No. Horak. Nope. Okay, Savic. We want to come in against Savic. Don't let him cross. Number 9's free at the back. Good. Yes, Pelletier, that's what we like to see. Boras now. Watts left completely unmarked to the back post. 3-2. What are we doing? We're not doing badly anywhere, but I don't want to bring Howard on because Howard was appalling in the last game, and I don't know why I left him on the bench. I should have put Riedel on there, but whatever. Okay. Swindon try again. Dolezal, Wilmot, Pelletier, Gillich, Pelletier, Gaynor. Great ball through to Wilmot, who slots it, slots it home. That's what we like to see. 4-2, and I feel a lot more comfortable with myself now. Dolezal's not doing great, so we will bring on Barisic there. They're both young boys, so they'll... if they're doing badly, take them off, save their blushes. Hopefully their confidence doesn't get knocked too much. Nunez, See, what the fuck are you doing there, man? Were you running away from the ball and it hits you on the back of the head or something? Easton scores. What is going on in this game? Damien Easton. Did we even make our substitution? We did just make it. Brookfield apparently playing well. I would be tempted to consider whoever's giving him that rating a fool. Right. Okay. So we've had a crazy 5 minutes. Let's carry on. And I thought we might get a penalty there. Damien Easton, McFerrin, good. Barisic, nice. Shehu, Wilmot, Gillich. It's gone past 1. Oh man, what a terrible effort. We're going to try something which is, again, is playing really well though. What do we do? Bowers on for Becken, that's what we're going to do. Reinforce our striking options, despite the fact that he's not very good at finishing, but he is great at holding the ball up and passing, so we'll allow it. Wilmot, oh, what are you doing? I mean, that surely... Whatever. This is a frustration that I've had to deal with for the last 2 seasons with these guys. They look like they should be really good, and then leave it, Bowers. That's not for you. Wilmot should take that on. Yes. Oh, it's frustrating. Right, what are we doing now? We've got one more substitute to make. Let's take off. Let's bring Novotny on for Gaynor. No, he's not like he needs to come off or anything, but we have to play Arsenal soon, so he's our best player. He's our best winger, so let's try and rest him up for the Arsenal game. A 4-3 win, I guess, is good. I mean, it's clearly showcasing how poor we are defensively. Like we've conceded the most goals in the league, except for Newcastle, which I guess makes sense. Dooley, Bowers now. Can you showcase all your technical skills except for your finishing? Good cross. Oh, Wilmot. Go on, fella. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a corner. 82 minutes. Novotny crosses. Get there. Borgo. Dear me. Borgo. I'll allow that foul. That's fine. We've scored all of our shots on target. They've scored 3 of their 4. So you could argue, I guess, this is one of those games. But I'd like to argue that we're not doing as well in defence as we should be doing. Great ball in. No one there. Pelletier. Novotny crosses. Wilmot. Oh. Barisic. Gillich. Oh, you wanted it to go there, really. It's a good effort. Well, nice bit of football. I would have liked it to have gone out to the wing there, but fine. Joanna Lumley. Big ball up to Horak. Sabic. God, this game feels like it's been going on forever. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Right at the end. 94.5 minutes played. Let's go, please, Johansson. Good kick. Bowers wins it in the air. Goes straight through to Matty Lumley. Nunes. Nice. Yes. Wilmot. Yes. Good ball out to Novotny. Cross it in. Nice. Oh, Bowers doesn't do anything with it. Gillich. Out to Novotny again. Very nicely played. Gillich, I like the way he recycles possession rather than just like sort of pushing it into the box. He will sometimes go wide, which is good. 96 minutes of the 94. Okay. Oh, God, Lord. Well, fucking hell. A 4-3 win away from home. We'll take it. Absolutely, we'll take it. But my goodness me, it could have been more comfortable. Bloody hell. Right, well, anyway. So that's 3. That's another 3 points, which is good. We need now to... I really want to do well in the Cups, as I was saying in the last round. Hang on a second. What are the chances of you agreeing? I mean... Yeah. I want to try and win one of the Cups, but the thing is we've been drawn against like the best team in England in the 3rd round. We're expected to get to the 4th by the board, but I think if we got knocked out by Arsenal, they would not be too upset with me, to be honest. But I'd be frustrated because it just seems like it just seems like there's no chance for us to win that cup this year unless we absolutely fluke a win against Arsenal, who just battered us only a week ago. I guess the FA Cup is our next best bet then. Yeah, which we don't even start until January, so oh well. Come on, game, what are you being so slow for? We've sold our stadium out, all 11,000 seats of it. We still have another 2 months to go before we'll have our newly expanded county ground. Come on, game. There we go. Right. FA Cup third round. Swindon versus Arsenal. Swindon's record home attendance is something like 32,000 in I believe it was the FA Cup game against Arsenal back in the 80s, or maybe even earlier than that. So I don't think we'll be getting that many today, not even a third of that many, but that is because of the capacity of the stadium. Leicester are having an absolute storming start to the season. It's very, very impressive. We are 12th. Only one team can go above us, and that's Western if they win their next game, or draw it, I guess, because we've got a poor goal difference. But yeah, Leicester are doing very well. Also of note, Swansea, Charlton, Norwich above teams like Chelsea and Tottenham and Liverpool and Western Supermare. Who were the newly promoted teams? It was, I think the newly promoted teams are Forest Green, Norwich, and Swansea. No, it's not Swansea. It could be Newcastle. No, it can't be Newcastle. Oh, bugger, it doesn't matter, does it? Let's just focus on playing this next game. Yeah, obviously they've got excellent players. Manchester United's striker won the top scorer of the league with something like 48 goals in 44 games last season. So that was, that's the kind of stuff we're up against. They scored 108 goals in total last season. But at the moment, Arsenal are the team to beat. Now, we need to have Danels on the bench. And what was the problem here? So, okay. Riedel instead of Sam Howard. Riedel instead of McFerrin. Let's try that and hope for the best. So we play Arsenal for the second time in 3 games. They are playing a not quite as strong team as far as I can tell from the names. I haven't done much. I don't know because we're so far in the future now that it's hard for me to remember who all these other teams' names. But I'm pretty... Oh, the Belarus boss has come to watch the game. I'm pretty sure they're playing a slightly weaker team than they did in the league. Can we see the lineup? Arsenal... If I click that, it does show you the team. Oh, Becken. Oh, Becken hits the post, which is unfortunately hidden by the team's rating thing. Yeah, they're definitely playing a slightly worse team. They don't have that striker who scored. They do have him, though. Yeah. Right, anyway, we've started off brightly, which is nice. Hopefully trying to make up for the embarrassment of the last game. Becken scores. Yes, please. Come on, Torsten. That's what we like to see. How's it going in the rest of the games? Boston United are an absolute sensational run of form. Last time I checked, I'll look after the game. Someone remind me. They were promoted to the championship, and they were currently top of the championship 2 or 3 games ago. So we'll check and see how that's going for them. But yeah, Yorith. Okay, out to Chuckles. Do we need any nicknames for our teams? I don't really think for our players at the moment. I don't think so. We've got mostly simple names to remember. Torsten Beckham, Dias Esteves. That sounds like a drug lord. Lol. Dolezal, big ball. Very big waste of that opportunity there. Oh, Chuckley. I mean, he would be called Chuckley if I would rename it so that it just said Chuckley if he was my player, but he's not. Borgo, Beckham. He keeps saying Beckham, but it's Becken. Shehu, big cross. Riedel at the back post. He never scores. He's scored 2 goals in 3 seasons. now for us from centre-back, which, considering he's 6'7" and great at heading and jumping, you'd think he would have at least one or two more. Close effort there from number 7. Right. Gostmanov is definitely not the same goalkeeper they had before, so maybe that's one of the... And I don't think this guy is either. I think their defence is largely changed. Metrovelli, I think he was playing last time. Great play. And away. Yes, please. Wilmot gets the ball out to Gaynor. Gaynor slips it through to Becken. Becken must... he went very wide. His touch took him far too wide there. See what he was trying to do? Oh no, Shehu's been injured. He's gonna... Well, I'm going to say keep him on, but I'm actually going to take him off. Let's bring on Bjorn Daniels. He will hopefully make a difference. You can hear Masha talking in the background. She's working on a weekend. Usually it's me, but for once it's her. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So they've got Perrett's also injured. For them, maybe they'll come off. Go on. Also, I don't know if you guys remember. Was it for Berlin? I'm pretty sure for Berlin my disciplinary record was appalling. And last season, Anzi Zabahi. There he is, former Schlonsk legend, signed for £5,000, sold for 30 million. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I had terrible. Good effort from Gilic. Terrible discipline record for Berlin, and for last season I think we had 3 red cards, and like just every game we played we either got a red card or someone else got a red card, and it was really, really weird. We went through a run of 5 or 6 games where whatever game it was decided based on the fact that one team got either an early red or had 2 or 3 players getting a lot of bookings. I was fined on one game last season for so many bookings. Right, so halfway through the game, we're doing very well. We want to hope that some other teams are getting knocked out. Unfortunately, Spurs are smashing Crawley, but that's not really surprising. United got Plymouth, and we got Arsenal. How's that fair? Riedel, up you go. Wilmot, give it to Becken. Give it back. Wilmot, he's running through. He's much better one-on-one, and great save from Gostmanov. Great save. Gaynor now crossed. Brookfield doesn't get there. Gaynor again. Pelletier. Great save from Gostmanov. Okay, we're doing pretty well here. I think, as we said before, it's a weakened Arsenal side, but we're doing okay. Dolezal, Wilmot, Gilic, Dolezal, Daniels, Wilmot goes round him, and he scored. What a goal that is! That is what he's brilliant at. Taking the ball, turning and shooting. He does it quite a lot, and it's a nice move, and he's good at it, and he scores lots of goals for us. So we're 2-0 up away again at home to Arsenal. I can't really say that I'd prefer to have had this game, this score line in the league, because actually I don't think a 1 loss at home to Arsenal is going to change much in terms of our final positioning on the table. I think we'll probably end up in the top 10, and I think that we would have done that whether or not we'd got this 1-0 win, this one win or not. So hopefully that's the case, and I'd really like to try and win some silverware. Although not too much. Like, you don't want to raise the expectations too much. But at the moment, we're still expected to be relegated every season, so the board keeps saying, "Oh yeah, so please don't get relegated." But what I really don't want is to have what happened with Hertha, where we won the League Cup. We won the German FA Cup, and then they expected that we would be like challenging for the title after 2 seasons in the Bundesliga, which is a bit strange. So yeah, I want to try and keep expectations low whilst winning things. Like the League Cup is a perfect thing because nobody really cares about the League Cup. But if you win it, they're happy for you, especially when you're a smaller club, and it's not going to change the reputation of the team too much. If we won the Premier League this season, which we won't do, but if we did, that would then knock the expectations well out of whack, and it would all be a bit strange. So hopefully we can avoid that. I don't think we'll have too much of a problem avoiding winning the Premier League this season, but and obviously I'd prefer to win the Premier League than not win the Premier League. But yeah, you understand what I mean, where I'm going from when I say that. Anyway, 2-0 up against Arsenal, 75 minutes gone. We're doing well. Hopefully the next round we don't get drawn against like fucking Man United or something like that. Hopefully someone can sort of flukily knock them out. Who are they playing? Plymouth Argyle, but they're winning, so that's a shame. I'd like a decent run where we actually get to play some lower league teams and try and just, use that to sort of ease our way through to the later rounds. Olgqvist, big ball up. He's moaning after having said he wants to stay. He's moaning already about not playing enough. It's like, well, you're the 4th choice striker, mate. So suck it up, princess. But I said to him, I'll play you more. But the trouble is, yeah, he's just, I don't know. The trouble is, he's just not very good. He's not as good as the other ones. So what does he want? Dan Els, good ball. Wilmot. Munnings. They've got Munnings. Oh, good save. Got some man off. It's been very good this game. 83 minutes gone. I think we're probably okay now. Novotny crosses. Brookfield scores. We've beaten them 3-0. Arsenal have been absolutely humbled at the county ground, where they were so good only a few weeks ago. Oh, Crawley coming back into it against Tottenham. And did I see Charlton absolutely smashing Everton there? Yeah. Boston are being beaten by Huddersfield. That's a shame. Ahmadspor. Manunga. Get it out. Yes, let's keep a clean sheet. That'd be really good for the team. That'd be good for morale. Maybe bringing Riedel in has helped a bit. I don't think that's the only thing, but again, because we're playing a weakened version of Arsenal. Pelletier, Novotny, Alkvist. Oh. So if you really wanted to prove you were good, mate, you'd have scored there. You'd have slotted that home or set up Wilmot. Dolezal. We've got one more highlight. This must be the last one now. Wenzel, Hoynick. Big ball into Metrovelli. Chukli. Oh, yes. Come on. Absolutely sensational game. Swindon't 3, Arsenal 0. That was a good win. Brings back memories of the famous 4-2 victory over Arsenal in 1969. Nearly, getting close to 100 years ago now. Maybe we can lift the League Cup this season to remember those great heroes of Swindon Town's past. Let's look at the Championship then quickly to see where Boston are. Yeah, Boston are currently top, 16 points. I think the striker that we sold them is still, Tony O'Hanlon. I sold them him for £12,000 because he was just rubbish for us, and then he's gone on to become amazing. So well done to me, good bit of management. So I'm going to take credit for Boston's meteoric rise. Well, let's take it one game at a time. Come on. Yeah, Neil Brickfield was good. There's been a lot of speculation around the future of Scott Dan for Liverpool manager. Scott Dan's a superb manager. Let's keep him there for a few more weeks whilst they keep losing. Anyway, so that's the end of this video. A surprise 2-win game. I thought 2-win video. I thought it was going to be a win and then a loss, but whatever. Let's bring things back. Well, I'll see when the League Cup 4th round is and who we're playing. It's probably going to be about there. But yeah, I'll let you know, and I'll be back probably around about this time. Tottenham, Weston-super-Mare and Leicester. I'll see who we fancy. Oh, West Brom was one of the new promoted players. We'll see where we feel like coming back into it. But yeah, okay, thanks then, guys. See you later. Bye.